You think your breakfast is setting you up for a strong day, but could it actually be draining your energy where it matters most? Millions of older men are unknowingly sabotaging their circulation, muscle strength, and intimacy all before 9 a.m. with foods they trust. And the worst part, the culprit might be sitting right on your plate, disguised as a healthy start to the day. Hi, I'm Dr. Nana, and if you're over 60 and feeling more sluggish, less confident, or disconnected from the man you used to be, your morning routine might be to blame. But the good news? The fix doesn't start with a prescription. It starts in your kitchen. Every day, millions of seniors wake up and pour themselves the same familiar breakfast: toast, cereal, maybe a glass of juice, believing it's a healthy, comforting habit. But what if I told you that these foods may be quietly damaging your blood vessels, weakening your pelvic muscles, and robbing you of circulation in all the wrong places? Here at Senior Health Boost, we're not about gimmicks, quick fixes, or expensive pills. We focus on real solutions, natural, science-backed habits that restore confidence, energy, and vitality from the inside out. Most men blame aging when they start feeling a drop in strength or intimacy. But what if age isn't the real problem? What if the real enemy is what's hiding in plain sight on your breakfast plate? For over 2 decades, I've worked with thousands of men in their 60s, 70 seconds, and beyond, men who thought their intimate strength was gone for good. And yet, time after time, we discovered that the real turning point wasn't in a clinic, but at the table. The right foods, especially in the morning, can change everything. Your body still wants to support blood flow. It still wants to perform. It still wants to feel strong and steady. But to do that, it needs the right fuel, and you won't find that power in a pill bottle. That's why in this video, I'm sharing 5 simple breakfast foods that are proven to support healthy blood flow, strengthen key pelvic muscles, boost your energy and confidence, and restore function without the side effects of medication. One of these foods is already in most people's fridges, and it's so effective that many men feel a difference in just a few days. So stick around, because I'm about to reveal exactly what these foods are, how they work, and how you can use them starting tomorrow morning to revive circulation where it counts most. Before we dive in, be sure to subscribe to Senior Health Boost and tap the notification bell so you never miss practical, honest health advice made specifically for men over 60. And if you're watching this because you've been struggling, let me hear from you in the comments. Type 1 if this sounds familiar. Type O if not. Either way, I read every single one. Let's get started with the first food that can help transform your circulation, protect your pelvic muscles, and bring confidence back to your mornings. Spinach. Fresh, steamed, or blended into smoothies, spinach is one of the most powerful nitrate-rich foods you can add to your morning. It delivers a natural boost to blood flow, especially in the pelvic region, which is essential for strength, mobility, and performance. Spinach isn't just a leafy green, it's a circulation powerhouse. It helps relax blood vessels, supports healthy oxygen delivery, and restores the energy flow that many older men didn't even realize they were missing. Let me tell you about Robert, a 62-year-old man who came to my clinic with heavy legs, groin soreness, and a deep fatigue that slowly chipped away at his confidence. Every morning, he was eating cereal and toast thinking he was doing the right thing. But after a conversation with me, he realized something surprising. His symptoms weren't about age, they were about poor circulation. And the key missing nutrient? Nitrates. Men over 60 often develop a nitrate deficiency. Why does this matter? Because nitrates are converted into nitric oxide in the body, a vital compound that relaxes blood vessels, allowing more blood to flow where it's needed most. When nitric oxide levels drop, blood struggles to reach your legs and pelvis. That means less energy, less performance, more numbness, and slower recovery. Here's the amazing part. Just one serving of spinach delivers about 845 milligrams of nitrates. That's more than most vegetables you'll find at the grocery store. Spinach supports something called the nitrite-nitric oxide pathway, which becomes even more important as we age. This natural pathway helps compensate for the decline in nitric oxide production, keeping your circulation smooth, steady, and strong. So while some men think of spinach as Popeye's muscle food, it's actually doing so much more behind the scenes, especially for your vascular health and your ability to stay active and connected in every part of your life. And this is just the beginning. As we just covered, adding spinach to your morning routine can do more than build muscle. It can awaken your circulation, especially in the areas that matter most for confidence, strength, and vitality. It's a powerful, natural way to kickstart your day with better blood flow and improved performance. But what does the science say about this leafy green? According to the Journal of the American Heart Association, spinach supports what's called flow-mediated dilation, a key measure of how well your arteries expand and contract. In simpler terms, spinach helps your blood vessels stay flexible, open, and efficient. And the effects can happen fast. Clinical studies have shown that eating spinach can help lower blood pressure within just a few hours of consumption. That means improved circulation not only throughout your body but directly through the arteries that feed your pelvic region. In other words, if you eat spinach at breakfast, you're setting yourself up for better circulation exactly where you need it, when you need it. Spinach works best in the morning. That's because once you eat it, your nitric oxide levels start to rise, peaking about 2 to 3 hours later. This creates a steady window of healthy blood flow, one that can support everything from mobility and leg strength to performance in your intimate moments. Think about that. 1 cup of greens in the morning may help you feel stronger, more awake, and more like yourself well into the afternoon. Let me tell you about one of my patients, Harold, age 67. Harold came to me describing a constant heaviness in his lower body, a fatigue that weighed him down all day. His legs felt heavy. His energy dipped early. And that feeling of being disconnected from his own body had taken a real toll on his confidence. After a short conversation, I recommended something incredibly simple. Blend 2 cups of spinach into your morning smoothie every day. No pills. No new medications. No complicated schedules. Just spinach. 3 weeks later, Harold returned to my clinic with a smile and a bounce in his step. "Dr. Nana," he said, "I feel lighter, like the drag is gone. I've got energy again." What changed? Harold had restored the nitrate levels his body had been missing. And once that nitrate was converted into nitric oxide, his blood vessels opened up. His circulation improved. And every part of him started working better. And here's the best part. Spinach is easy to find, budget-friendly, and 100% natural. It works with your body, not against it. You don't have to rely on pills or accept the side effects of synthetic treatments. With spinach, you're using your body's natural nitric oxide system to keep blood flowing to the areas that matter most. And that brings us to your next breakfast ally. You see, not all morning foods work through nitrates. Some use a different path, one that starts in your gut and leads to better circulation everywhere else. Let's talk about one of the most creamy, satisfying, and surprisingly powerful breakfast foods you can find in any grocery store: Greek yogurt with antioxidant-rich berries. Yes, really. You may have heard it before. "I just don't have the energy I used to. My circulation feels off. My legs feel cold and heavy. Something's missing down there." These are common complaints, but they're not just about age. They're often about underlying inflammation and poor nutrient absorption, both of which are connected to your gut. That's right, your gut is more than just a digestive system. It's a command center for your whole body, including your heart, blood vessels, immune function, and yes, even your performance. Here's the science. About 70% of your immune system lives in your gut. When your gut becomes imbalanced, whether from stress, processed food, or antibiotics, it starts sending low-level inflammatory signals throughout your body. And guess where those signals hit hardest? The lining of your blood vessels. They become less flexible. They lose tone. And blood doesn't flow as easily, especially to your extremities and pelvic muscles. But here's the good news. Your breakfast can fix it. Greek yogurt is packed with live probiotics, the beneficial bacteria that help restore gut balance. When your gut is healthy, it reduces inflammation and helps you absorb key nutrients like those from spinach even more efficiently. In fact, a healthy gut supports natural nitric oxide production, too, giving you better circulation from multiple angles. Now, let's add the second powerhouse to your bowl. Berries. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, whichever you prefer, are loaded with anthocyanins. These are natural plant compounds that help lower blood pressure, improve vessel flexibility, nitric oxide so it stays active longer, support circulation in smaller blood vessels, including those down there. Add in a big dose of vitamin C, and you've got a morning combination that supercharges your blood flow while nourishing your digestive system. It's like hitting a reset button on your entire circulatory system, and it tastes great. Let me share another story. Martin, age 64, was tired of feeling like his legs turned to concrete. By midday, he told me, "I wake up fine, but by the afternoon, I feel like I'm dragging cinder blocks around." He also noticed cold feet, slower recovery, and a foggy, tired brain. I told him to make one small change: replace your toast with Greek yogurt and a handful of blueberries. That was it. 2 weeks later, Martin came back with noticeable changes. He was waking up sharper. The afternoon slump was gone. He was walking more, sitting less, and said he could even keep up with his grandkids at the park. That's the power of gut circulation synergy. When you feed your gut the right bacteria and combine that with antioxidant-rich fruits, you reduce inflammation, improve nitric oxide production, and keep your blood vessels wide open and responsive. According to research from the Journal of the American Heart Association, older adults who regularly eat yogurt have up to a 21% lower risk of cardiovascular disease. And studies on anthocyanins show an 8% drop in high blood pressure risk, along with measurable increases in nitric oxide activity. That's not just a theory. That's real science. That's real change. And the best part? You don't have to overhaul your entire diet to see results. Start small. Start smart. Start in the morning. Greek yogurt and berries take 2 minutes to prepare, and the impact can last all day. Here's what's happening when you eat this combo. Your gut gets stronger, your blood vessels stay more relaxed, your nutrient absorption improves, and your blood flow starts strong and stays steady. You're not just feeding your body, you're fueling your strength, clarity, and confidence. And remember, healthy circulation supports everything from your energy levels to your performance to your ability to stay active and independent as you age. So tomorrow morning, ask yourself, is my breakfast setting me up to thrive or just helping me survive? Choose foods that work with your body, not against it. Because when you do, your mornings become a launch pad for vitality, not just another routine. If you've ever had a bowl of Greek yogurt with berries, you probably didn't think of it as a blood flow booster. But as we saw, that simple combo can calm inflammation, improve nitric oxide levels, and give your circulation the morning jumpstart it needs. Every spoonful truly works on multiple levels, helping you feel lighter, more energized, and more in control of your day. But now, let's talk about a green powerhouse that takes circulation support even further. In fact, some researchers have compared its effects to certain prescription medications, and not just any medications, but the kind often prescribed to improve blood flow where men feel it most. Ready to find out what it is? You might know it as fancy guacamole, but it's so much more than that. I'm talking about avocado, a fruit often overlooked, but quietly loaded with nutrients that support circulation, stamina, and confidence, especially for men over 60. Here at Senior Health Boost, we call it nature's circulation catalyst, and for good reason. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats, which help blood vessels stay flexible and responsive. They're also packed with potassium, a key mineral that helps regulate blood pressure and supports artery health. Let me share a story. Frank, a 59-year-old patient of mine, was skeptical at first. When a friend suggested he try eating half an avocado with breakfast, he laughed and said, "What, that overpriced green paste?" He'd been dealing with tired legs, low stamina, and energy crashes every afternoon. But he was open-minded, and that made all the difference. He began spreading half an avocado on his toast each morning, topped with a pinch of sea salt and a squeeze of lemon. It was a simple switch. Within 2 weeks, Frank noticed a shift. "My legs feel lighter," he told me. "I've got bounce again. I'm walking farther without getting winded. Even my mood feels better." You see, those healthy fats were doing their job, improving blood vessel flexibility, enhancing nitric oxide levels, and fueling his circulation naturally. And the science backs it up. According to a study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association, men who eat avocado at least twice a week have a 16% lower risk of cardiovascular disease. That's not just about your heart. It's about your entire body, your muscles, your brain, your energy, and yes, even your performance. So how does it work? Avocado's fats support flow-mediated dilation, the very same function that doctors use to measure how well your arteries are working. In plain terms, your blood vessels become more responsive, opening wider, relaxing more easily, and delivering oxygen and nutrients right where you need them. This is the same pathway that certain medications try to target, except avocado does it naturally, without side effects, without dependency, and without compromising other areas of your health. It's efficient, it's natural, and it's delicious. Here's something else most people don't realize. Morning is actually the best time to eat avocado. Why? Because those heart-healthy fats help you absorb fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K more effectively when your body is just waking up and primed for nourishment. These vitamins play a huge role in reducing inflammation, supporting immune health, strengthening blood vessel walls, improving hormone balance. And if you really want to take your breakfast to the next level, pair avocado with a handful of berries or a slice of orange. The vitamin C in those fruits enhances the absorption of avocado's nutrients, creating a synergistic effect that's greater than either food alone. That's food synergy in action, and it's something we talk about often here at Senior Health Boost. Still unsure if a fruit can make that big of a difference? Let me ask you this. If one small change could lift your energy, boost your circulation, and help you feel more like yourself, wouldn't you at least give it a try? Frank did. And now he's not just feeling better, he's living better. He's walking more, laughing more, and perhaps most importantly, he's no longer waking up feeling drained before the day even starts. Here's what you need to know. Half an avocado each morning can fuel your cardiovascular system. It supports nitric oxide production naturally. It enhances the flexibility and responsiveness of your blood vessels. It improves nutrient absorption and stamina, and it helps set the tone for your entire day from head to toe. You're not just eating a healthy food. You're making a powerful choice for your vitality, strength, and longevity. And remember, better circulation isn't just about movement or blood pressure. It's about energy, mood, hormones, intimacy. It's about waking up each morning with the quiet confidence that you're still in control of your health and your future. So don't let skepticism stop you from trying something so simple, so accessible, and so effective. Tomorrow morning, when you're preparing breakfast, think beyond the toast or coffee. Slice an avocado. Add it to your meal. See what happens in the days and weeks that follow. Because when you give your body what it needs, it knows what to do. And before you go, let's talk about the next surprise on this list. You've probably been told to avoid it. Maybe you think of it as a guilty pleasure. But what if I told you that this dark, rich treat, something you might already love, could actually improve your blood vessels in just a few hours? Yes, I'm talking about dark chocolate. When I mention this next food to my patients, some of them blink at me like I've lost my mind. Dr. Nana, chocolate? For circulation? They think I'm joking. But I'm not. And no, we're not talking about the sugary, processed candy bars stacked at supermarket checkouts. We're talking about high cacao dark chocolate, specifically the kind that's 70% or higher in cocoa content. The kind loaded with natural plant compounds called flavanols, nutritional gold for your blood vessels. This rich, slightly bitter indulgence doesn't just satisfy your sweet tooth. It supports your vascular health in ways that surprise even the most skeptical men I work with. Flavanols help your blood vessels stay open, responsive, and elastic, which translates into better blood flow, more oxygen to your muscles, and improved delivery of nutrients throughout your entire system, including the most intimate areas of your body. And the research backs it up. Studies have shown that the circulatory benefits of flavanol-rich chocolate may rival, and in some cases even outperform, traditional pharmaceutical interventions for certain vascular issues without the side effects. And here's the kicker. Dark chocolate works especially well in the morning. That's because while you sleep, your body's antioxidant reserves dip. Your blood vessels become slightly less responsive. Your nitric oxide levels, which regulate dilation and flow, begin to drop. But just a few squares of high-quality dark chocolate with breakfast? That helps rebuild nitric oxide quickly, giving your circulation the morning kick it needs to get going. One of my patients, William, age 63, described it perfectly. Doc, it's like my blood flow wakes up 2 hours after I do. I feel stuck in first gear. He was tired of that sluggish, heavy feeling, the stiffness, the mental fog, the frustration of feeling like his body just couldn't get moving in the mornings. So I suggested something shockingly simple, 1 or 2 squares of 70% dark chocolate right alongside his morning coffee. He raised an eyebrow. That's it. A week later, I got a call. Dr. Nana, I don't know what's in that chocolate, but I feel sharper, more awake, like things are working better, everywhere. William's energy returned. His circulation picked up. He even joked that his mornings were feeling a little more exciting again. That's the beauty of natural nutrition that works with your body, not against it. And let's be honest, healing doesn't have to be boring. You don't have to choke down bland powders or bitter pills. Nature gives us foods that feel good and do good for both body and spirit. So, yes, that square of dark chocolate, It's more than a treat. It's a strategic boost for your vascular system and your self-confidence. But we're not done yet. There's one more fruit I want to tell you about. It's vibrant, juicy, and bursting with nutrients. It's been used for centuries, even by ancient kings, to restore strength, stamina, and circulation. You may have guessed it already. I'm talking about pomegranate. With its ruby red seeds and rich, tart flavor, pomegranate is one of the most potent fruits for circulation, support especially for men over 60. At Senior Health Boost, we often call it the Royal Circulation Restorer. And it's earned that title for good reason. Inside each glossy seed lies a powerhouse of polyphenols, natural plant compounds that reach deep into your body's vascular network, helping blood vessels stay strong, open, and flexible. For men looking to maintain pelvic circulation and tissue health, pomegranate works like a precision tool, directly targeting the areas where circulation tends to decline with age. In fact, pomegranate holds the highest known concentration of circulation-enhancing polyphenols in nature. Two of its standout compounds are L-arginins and anthocyanins. Together, they help jumpstart your nitric oxide production, enhance blood vessel flexibility, and protect nitric oxide molecules from being destroyed by oxidative stress. That's a critical function. Why? Because nitric oxide is fragile. It's easily damaged by inflammation and oxidation, especially as we age. But pomegranate's compounds act like a shield, protecting nitric oxide and ensuring it stays active and available. This results in better vessel dilation, smoother blood flow, and improved performance, whether that's in your muscles, your brain, or your more intimate systems. One study, published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, showed that within just 30 minutes to a few hours, participants who consumed pomegranate juice saw measurable improvements in blood vessel diameter and blood flow. Think about that. 30 minutes. That's how fast your body can respond when you give it the right support. And remember, better circulation isn't just about cardiovascular health. It's about feeling lighter, clearer, more energized. It's about stamina when walking, clarity when thinking, and confidence when it counts. So how can you add pomegranate to your routine? Easy. Drink pure pomegranate juice. Just 4-6 ounces is plenty. Add fresh seeds to a salad or Greek yogurt, blend into a smoothie with spinach or berries, or snack on the seeds alone. They're tart, refreshing, and powerful. Just be sure to choose juice that's 100% pomegranate, with no added sugar or fillers. This one small habit can lead to big improvements in blood flow, mood, and vitality. And when combined with the other foods we've covered, spinach, Greek yogurt, berries, avocado, and dark chocolate, pomegranate completes a circle of nutritional support that targets the exact systems aging men need most: circulation, energy, hormonal balance, and daily, dependable confidence. Coming up next is the final section of this video, and it's a big one, because now that you've discovered these powerful morning foods, we're going to bring it all together so you can build a simple, effective routine that truly transforms your mornings and supports your health long-term. As we saw in the last section, pomegranate isn't just another fruit, it's a powerhouse that, when consumed regularly, helps train your blood vessels to stay open, strong, and responsive. Whether it's a handful of seeds in your yogurt or a small glass of pure juice with breakfast, this simple habit might be the missing piece in your morning routine. It's an easy addition, but it delivers real, lasting impact. Just ask Edward, 68. He came to me feeling cold all the time: cold hands, cold feet, low energy, and a general sense that his spark had faded. He'd tried multiple supplements and didn't see much difference. But after adding just 4 ounces of pure pomegranate juice to his mornings, something changed. Within weeks, Edward's hands felt warmer, his energy climbed, and his words, he felt alive again. And his doctor? He confirmed it with lab work: better circulation, right there on paper. That's what I love about this approach. It's not guesswork. It's real results, often from small, consistent changes. Pomegranate is like the final piece of a puzzle. It brings everything together, building nitric oxide, protecting blood vessels, and reinforcing the tissues that keep your strength and confidence steady as you age. When you give your blood vessels what they truly need, they repay you with warmth, energy, and vitality. But now, here's where it gets exciting. Because once you understand what each of these 5 foods can do individually, you might wonder, what happens when I combine them? The answer: something powerful. The synergy that happens when these 5 foods are combined can go far beyond what they do alone. Let me explain. Think of each food: spinach, Greek yogurt with berries, avocado, dark chocolate, and pomegranate as a team player. On their own, they're effective. But when they work together, they amplify each other's strengths, creating a cascade of benefits that your body feels deeply. This isn't a theory. It's called food synergy, and it's backed by real science. When nutrients complement one another, your body absorbs them more efficiently. They last longer in your system. They reinforce each other's effects. You get stronger results with less effort, and those results last. It's like this. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 doesn't just equal 5. With food synergy, it can feel more like 10. Let me tell you about James, 71. He came to me feeling stuck. His legs felt heavy. His hands were always cold. His confidence was fading. His energy was unpredictable. He tried everything individually. It wasn't until he committed to a simple morning routine built around synergy that things finally changed. Here's what James did. A spinach smoothie, blended with Greek yogurt and berry shelf and avocado with his toastwo squares of dark chocolate alongside his morning coffee, 4 ounces of pomegranate juice to finish. That's it. No drugs. No major diet overhaul. Just 5 foods combined strategically. Within 10 days, James told me he felt 10 years younger. His legs felt lighter. His energy was steady all day. He even said his confidence came back in ways that mattered deeply to him. So how does this work? Here's the breakdown. 1. Greek yogurt's probiotics support gut health, which improves how your body absorbs nitrates from spinach, fueling nitric oxide production and better vessel dilation. 2. Berries, packed with vitamin C, enhance the absorption of flavonols from dark chocolate, protecting your arteries and supporting smoother blood flow. 3. Healthy fats from avocado help your body absorb the polyphenols in pomegranate juice, the nutrients that protect nitric oxide from oxidative damage. What you get is a self-reinforcing loop. Each food boosts the next. Each nutrient builds on the last. And your entire circulatory system gets a steady, dependable upgrade every morning. But this isn't just about physical changes. As circulation improves, so does mental clarity, mood, and motivation. You stop feeling like you're always playing catch up. You start waking up with energy. You move with ease. And you rediscover a sense of control. Many seniors tell me that after just a few weeks on this routine, they feel more alive, more capable, and more connected to life. And that's what this is really about. Not just managing symptoms, but building strength day by day from the inside out. And the beauty of it? It's simple, accessible, affordable, and built entirely from whole, real foods. No prescriptions, no side effects, no hassle. James isn't the exception. I've seen this shift in countless men who've made the choice to invest in their mornings. Whether it's better blood flow, stronger energy, warmer hands, or renewed confidence, the changes are tangible and often life-changing. So let me ask you, what would your life look like if your mornings actually worked for you instead of against you? What if your breakfast became the foundation for circulation, strength, and clear-headed energy all day long? This isn't about perfection. It's about consistency. You don't have to do everything at once. You don't even have to get it perfect the first time. But start somewhere. Add spinach to your smoothie. Try yogurt and berries instead of toast. Top your breakfast with avocado. Enjoy a square of dark chocolate. Drink that glass of pomegranate juice. These small steps, when done regularly, become the engine that drives your health forward no matter your age. So here's what I want you to do. If you found value in this video, hit that like button, subscribe to Senior Health Boost so you never miss another tip like this, and leave a comment. I'd love to hear which of these 5 foods you're going to try first. If you know someone who's struggling with low energy or poor circulation, share this video. You might change their life, just like you're changing yours. And remember, you're not too old. You're not too late. Knowing what helps your circulation down there is only the beginning. But if that knowledge just sits there unused, it becomes nothing more than expensive entertainment, just another health tip that gets lost in the shuffle of your day. And let me be real with you. Every morning you delay action is another morning stolen by stiffness in your legs, another day clouded by fatigue, another step away from the vitality and strength you deserve. You may not feel it right away, but it builds up. Day after day, your body quietly adapts to a lower standard, and your energy, stamina, and confidence slowly drift out of reach. But you just made a different choice. By watching this video, you've done what most men never do. You've taken a powerful step toward reclaiming your vitality. You've chosen to stay informed, to explore options that actually work. And that decision? It puts you far ahead of the curve. Most men your age have already given up the fight. They assume their declining energy, cold hands, weaker mornings, and lost stamina are just normal aging. But here's the truth, aging may be inevitable, but decline doesn't have to be. You're here because you want more from life, and you're willing to do what it takes to get it. Let's quickly recap the 5 morning foods that are scientifically backed to restore healthy circulation, boost energy, and improve that area of your life you may have thought was long gone. Spinach rich in natural nitrates that help dilate blood vessels and increase blood flow. Greek yogurt with berries supports gut health, nitrate absorption, and antioxidant protection. Avocado a source of healthy fats and potassium that improve flexibility of blood vessels. Dark chocolate high in flavonols that boost nitric oxide and rev up morning circulation. Pomegranate juice loaded with polyphenols that target blood flow where it matters most. These are not just trendy superfoods. They are circulation boosters, proven by real science and tested by real men like you, men who decided they weren't done feeling alive yet. But remember this, even the sharpest sword is useless if you don't swing it. Information alone will never change your life. It's what you do with it that counts. And the good news? You don't have to make a dramatic overhaul. You don't need to follow a complicated diet or take an armful of pills. Just start with one choice, one food, one action. Maybe tomorrow you start with a spinach smoothie, or you simply add half an avocado to your toast. Or maybe you enjoy a square of dark chocolate alongside your coffee. These are small, satisfying, and totally doable habits that create momentum. The key is consistency, not perfection. Each small action builds, like stacking bricks one by one. Over time, those small habits construct a foundation strong enough to support a healthier, more energized version of you. You won't need to wait long to feel it. In fact, within days, many seniors notice subtle changes. Your legs may feel lighter. That morning stiffness? It might ease up. You may find yourself walking a little taller or moving a bit more freely. And if you stay with it for 2 to 4 weeks, these minor improvements can become major shifts. Your energy will return. Your warmth will improve. Your confidence will lift not only in how you feel, but how you show up in the world. Let's crush this outdated belief that you're too old to change. I've seen men in their 70s, even into their 80s, turn their health around completely. Not with surgeries, not with medications, but by simply giving their bodies what they need naturally, every single day. Age is not your enemy. Inaction is. You have the power to influence how you feel, move, and perform no matter what your birth certificate says. When you give your body the nutrients it needs and the routine it craves, it responds. It wants to heal. It wants to strengthen. It wants to serve you. So now, take a deep breath, and imagine this. 6 months from now, you wake up energized. Your legs feel light. Your hands are warm. Your partner looks at you differently, like you've got your spark back. You feel stronger, sharper, more alive than you have in years. Now ask yourself, will you look back on today as the moment you chose to take action, or the day you let another excuse steal your future? It's your decision. No one can make it for you. But I can promise you this, if you take even one small action today, your future self will thank you. And hey, if this video lit a fire in you, or if something finally clicked, I want to hear about it. Drop a comment below. Share your thoughts, your questions, or your own story. Your words might inspire another man who's feeling stuck, who needs proof that change is still possible. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Not for me, for the next person who needs it. That simple click helps this message reach someone who might be one habit away from getting their life back. And don't forget to subscribe to Senior Health Boost. This is the channel where health advice actually makes sense, where we speak directly to you, with zero fluff, zero hype, and 100% honesty. Every week, we bring you tools, science, and stories that can truly make a difference. Because you're not alone. You're part of a growing community of seniors who refuse to accept decline as a given, who are choosing strength, energy, and vitality, one smart habit at a time. So here's your final takeaway. You're never too old to take back control of your health. You're never too far gone to rebuild your strength. And you're never alone in this journey. Let's move forward together. Take that next step tomorrow morning. Swing the sword. Choose the food. Live with purpose. And don't forget to like, comment, And subscribe to Senior Health Boost because your health deserves better. And so do you.